She was a poem. He was dyslexic and it took him 4 years to read it. Dionysus in Hades. Dionysus in Percy Jackson. Phineas and Ferb are the most powerful Hephaestus kids. Change my mind. Harry Potter fandom. The movies had a slight inconsistency between the books. Percy Jackson fandom. The movies were god-awful. I know. Percy. I think I'm in love with Annabeth. Everyone. Congratulations. Everyone. You're officially the last person to know. Percy Jackson. God of War. Pop Tropica Mythology Island. Creating Greek mythology addicts. Percy, who was absent in The Lost Hero. Me, reading The Son of Neptune. You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. When he and Annabeth started dating, his mother had drummed it into his head. It's good manners to walk your date to the door. If that was true, it had to be good manners to walk her to the start of her epic solo death quest. My mommy raised a gentleman. Rick Riordan. Series of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Movie about Kane Chronicles. Whatever they want to do with Magnus Chase. Harry Potter fans. Me. Harry is more powerful than Percy. Me, who knows Percy can bend any liquid including blood, but doesn't because Annabeth asked him not to. Is he though? Some random demigod turns 13. Monsters. And I took that personally. Nobody. The gods every 2.3 seconds. Percy. I was such a third wheel with Frank and Hazel. Leo. Bro, imagine how I felt with Jason and Piper. Amateurs. What was that, punk? Grover. Amateurs. Annabeth Mifav. I want the Percy Jackson show to have soundtracks a la Strangers, except replace the nostalgic 80s music with nostalgic 2000s punk rock music. Yes, I'm looking at you, Matchbox 20, Fall Out Boy, and Green Day. Imagine the battle sequences, the zip-up hoodies. I'm so excited. Percy slipped his hand into his pocket and grabbed his pen. This guy was blackmailing Hazel. That was obvious. One sign from Hazel, and Percy was ready to bust out Riptide and see how Octavian liked being at the other end of a blade. Percy, 10 minutes into The Son of Neptune. Hazel. I have only had Hazel for a day and a half, but if anything happened to her, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. Demigod. Turns 13. Every monster in the area. Satyrs. Give me the child. When Chiron comes back after a week's vacation. Campers. Mr. D. You left us in the hands of him. Campers. No offense, Mr. D. Campers. Mr. D. No, I'm with you. Us vibing with Uncle Rick. Harry Potter fans dealing with J.K. Rowling. The pen is mightier than the sword. A pen isn't mightier than a sword. Pens do not battle, nor swords poetry. Mighty is the lad that knows when to pick up the pen, or pick up the sword. Anyone who thinks the pen is mightier than the sword has not been stabbed with both. The pen is the sword. Percy Jackson. Percy. Annabeth. Aphrodite. The heroes of Olympus. The heroes of Olympus if Percy had the mark of Achilles still. Percy. I can control water and cause earthquakes. Jason. I can fly and make thunderstorms. Annabeth. Avatar. Percy Jackson. Eragon. What movies? Tay Simons. Isn't it nice that Hogwarts and Camp Half-Blood operate on opposite seasonal schedules, implying that you could reasonably be both a wizard and a demigod without missing any classes? Grover when he tries to befriend Percy, Nico and Bianca at school. How do you do, fellow kids? Percy. If love starts with L, then why does mine start with U? Annabeth. That's because you have dyslexia. Demigod 100. The gods. Olympus. Other demigods. Percy Jackson. Ah, lovely spot. Coach Hedgen hailed the morning air. Good choice, Valdez. Leo shrugged. I just picked a tall hill. That's a presidential library or something over there. At least that's what Festus says. I don't know about that. Hedge barked. But do you realize what happened on this hill? Frank Jang, you should know. Frank flinched. I should. A son of Ares stood here. Hedge cried indignantly. I'm Roman. So Mars, actually, whatever. Famous spot in the American Civil War. I'm Canadian, actually. Reasons why I like Octavian. I don't. Percy, being a son of Poseidon. Annabeth, wouldn't that make you a seaweed brain? Harry Potter books are better than Percy Jackson books. Anyone who read both of them. Ares, 4,000-year-old god of war who has crippled armies. 12-year-old Percy Jackson who picked up a sword 2 weeks ago. Hey. Reina to the Romans, Legion, Cuneum formate. Advance. Percy to the Greeks, kill all sons of bitches, that's my official instructions. Athena, children, Annabeth Chase. With Luke's betrayal we will be needing a new head counselor for the Hummies cabin. Connor.
Prepare for trouble!
Travis.
Make it double!
People who have read the Iliad and Odyssey. People who have read Percy Jackson. The one kid who played God of War trying to tell the class that Kratos is the strongest god. Percy, you played me like a fiddle. Luke, no, fiddles are actually quite difficult to play. I played you like the cheap cause of you are. Percy exists. Annabeth, Rachel, Capeso, Raina, Kinsey, Nico. A perfect male specimen. Thalia is 1 day away from turning 16. Kronos. Yeah, the prophecy's finally gonna come true. Thalia. I am gonna do what is called a pro gamer move. Perry Johansson. Does seeing me fail somehow make you feel better about your own sad, miserable life? Dionysus. It does. 100%. Hades. Doesn't cheat on his wife. His brothers. Look at that simp. Annabeth. You took everything from me. Jason. I don't even know who I am. Percy. I am unaware of the effect I have on women. Percy. How do I play? Has drawn first blood. Is on a killing spree. Is on a rampage. Is unstoppable. Is dominating. Is godlike. Don't worry guys, I figured it out. People also search for Percy Jackson characters. Nico D'Angelo, Percy Jackson, Annabeth Chase, Luke Castellan, Grover Underwood, Thalia Grace. There is one imposter among us.